Hello, everyone. I am Sharika McLeod Johnson, and in this video, I would like to share with you 5 technologies that can be used especially in the online learning space. It was Nelson Mandela who said education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. In spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, education is still the most powerful weapon. We are learning in an online space and we can make learning fun and valuable with the 5 tools that I'm about to share with you. These tools are Kahoot, Flipgrid, Make Believes Comics, Powtoon, and Google Earth. Kahoot. Now, Kahoot, I would use this, and by the way, I will be teaching biology and chemistry when I emerge as a teacher. And I figure that I can teach anywhere from grades 9 to 13. Who knows, I may also be employed to teach integrated science at various levels in the high school. Kahoot. I would use this as an assessment tool. It is fun. So while they are answering questions about what they've learned, they are having fun at the same time. My students will be having loads of fun while interacting in Kahoot. So there are 2 ways to use Kahoot. When I create a quiz, I can actually have a quiz that will be launched live. If I click teach, then in this case, I can actually launch it live. Or I can click assign, where I can assign my learners, maybe those who are a bit slower, to participate in the quiz at their own pace. I have created a quiz. So in biology, we are learning about molecules of life, these life-sustaining chemicals. When I create my quiz, I can decide that my students participate one-on-one as individuals or place them in teams and have them work together in groups. Once I'm ready to launch my game, if I'm doing it live, then it will generate a pin. My players will type in that pin and we are set to play live. When they enter the pin, I expect and I would explain that they would type their names. If I choose to assign the game for students to work at their own pace, then I can set a date and a time that they must submit by. And then, of course, they can work on it whenever they feel comfortable. Once I get my quiz pin, I can share that pin in my Google Classroom, or I can share the URL by email or WhatsApp. The next learning tool, Flipgrid. I would specifically use Flipgrid in science education to get my students to communicate. Having students communicate is very important in education. What we can do is we can create a group and have students join that blogging group or discussion group using their username, email, or the Google Classroom that was created with them all. Once I set up my group, I can add a discussion topic. Now, say I'm doing a chemistry class for grade 9. I've created a discussion topic called chemical compounds at home. The good thing about Flipgrid is that my students can respond not only by typing or texting, they can share, and I can set it so that they can share a 1-minute maximum video response. They can also comment on the responses of other students. Powtoon. Powtoon, I would use it specifically for teacher-directed communication. So If I want to share pertinent information with my classes, I can create a short video to get my students either excited about a new topic, excited about a new event, or to promote my science club. It also has an option where I can direct my students to Powtoon and have them create short videos as an assessment. So here's a video I created to introduce a new topic. And that was Powtoon. Next, Make Believe's Comics. Make Believe Comics is a very simple online platform where we can create comics. So, in science education, I would use this tool to have students express their creativity and to show that they have applied and learned the concepts and present it in a creative way. As a teacher, I can also use the comics to teach my students a concept. I started one and I can decide to finish it and share it with my class, or I can ask my students to help me to continue to develop this storyline. Google Earth. Now, Google Earth is a real live, it's geographic, it's science. It is an amazing app for science education. Google Earth is very versatile, and I would particularly use Google Earth for exploration activities in science. Google Earth can be used to create stories for my classroom. We can add text and so on. Or we can always use Google Earth to share stories that have already been created about phenomena of the Earth. There are built-in tours that are interactive. There are quizzes, there are games, and students can actually visit an area virtually and even get a street view of that area. There are time-lapse videos. Particularly what caught my attention was a time-lapse of water. It's called the water cycle time-lapse, and it shows you real images of how water changes on the land over many years. Alternately, students can visit an area, a mass of land, and they can navigate the years to see how the land has changed over the years. Hey, what if I want to teach my students about the elephants in Africa? Why not take a virtual trip to Africa? These are all awesome tools that we can use as science educators. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.